Greetings. In a previous episode, I showed you how to get text into iBooks Author by copying and pasting that text into your book. Now that's one way that you can add text to it, but there's an even easier way for you to import text into your iBook. That easier way is dragging and dropping a Pages or a Word file into your outline area over here on the left. Now I happen to have a Word document here, and that's the sample1.docx. I can take that, drag it over underneath Chapter 2, and let go, and it gives me an option of what I'd like to do. Now on this one, I think it's going to be a new section. I want to preserve my document paragraph styles. So any formatting that I've done in Word, like a heading 1 or a section header is going to be preserved. I click Choose, and then it's going to import that text for me. And I can see here it'll pop up a few warnings about some fonts that aren't supported. I can go ahead and clear that. But now if I look, I can see here that it's imported Chapter 1, Introduction, and it's actually gone through the entire document and imported that all as one section. It kept, if I did an insert page break, it split that off into a separate page. However, you'll notice that over here, this is all one section. But in my writing, I have multiple sections in it where, this one I happen to have, let me zoom in a little bit here, Chapter 3, Conceptual Framework and Methodology. That really should be more of its own section rather than clumped in under this whole Section 2 sample. Now I could go through and do that by hand and cut that out and paste that into a new section here in the document. However, there's an easier way, and I'm going to show you that way right now. One of the things you'll realize with iBooks Author is the more preparation you can do before you bring the text into the actual iBooks Author application, the better off you're going to be. That means collecting all of your images into a folder so you can drag and drop those in, assembling the videos that you're going to use, and doing a little bit of work with the text is going to go a long way to making it easier to create a great looking book. So let me open up that file up one more time. All right, so now that that file is open, I can scroll through here, and there's some different areas where I want to have new sections. The first new section I want is here with Chapter 1. Now to have iBooks Author know that it should create a new section, we need to come up here to the Insert menu in Word and go to Break, and then choose Section Break, Next Page. I'm going to click that, and you notice it'll move this down to a new page if it wasn't already. Now let me go to the second part that I want. So here's Chapter 2. I want this to be its own section, so I'm going to go to Insert, Break, and then Section Break, Next Page. And it'll do that for that. Now let me go down here to Chapter 3. All right, and I'm going to come up once again and go to Insert, Break, Section Break, Next Page. And now I'm going to save this, and let's see what happens now when I drag that over. All right, so I'm back here. I'm going to drag this new Sample 1 file over into iBooks Author. I'm going to do the same thing I did last time by choosing Section. I'm going to leave this Preserve Paragraph Styles selected. I'm going to hit Choose. And now you'll notice that each one of those new chapters that I had is now its own section, which makes it really handy. So I have my introduction. I have Chapter 1 as its own section. I have Chapter 2 as its own section. And I have Chapter 3 as its own section. So really, a little bit of prep time in utilizing Microsoft Word's Insert Break, Section Break, Next Page feature will allow me to prepare my document so that when I drag it into iBooks Author, a lot of the work that I need to do is actually done for me. So that's just a little quick hint. Now it's going to work very similarly in Pages, only the menu item that you're looking for here is Insert Section Break, and that's going to go ahead and divvy that up on a new page, and then when I drag this Pages document over, it'll create those sections automatically for me. Thank you.